Okay, good evening, everybody. I just want to thank my friend for coming on this evening. We've met years ago, and she's been a great support and helped me a lot along the way on my journey. But what amazes me about meeting her was she was she had experienced a spiritual journey, which they're still kind of innocent to, but they their experience is something that stuck on my mind, and I want to share this opportunity with you. So I'm going to introduce you to my friend, my good friend, and say good evening, and let's go from there.
Hi, everyone.
Great, great. Okay, so what we're going to go in is that she is a mother of three, and her youngest one had when she was a baby, had an experience that her mom brought her through. So if you could explain that experience for us so that we could get a good understanding of what we're going through.
Okay, well, I would start by saying it was early in the morning, and I had my back door open and my front door because it was an early morning breeze. And I was getting ready to clean up my house, so I called her dad, and I was like, "Come and get my baby, so I could clean up and stuff and straighten up the house and everything." And he said, "Okay." His sister stayed like kind of in the same apartment complex, but kind of like down from me, a few apartment doors down from me. So he came and got her. And when he came and got her, and I was sitting in the house and I had my music playing, and the birds was just chirping so loud. The birds was chirping, 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 chirping. And then I heard a voice said, "Go get your baby." And I instantly ran over there, and when I came through the door, he was sitting on the couch, and I was like, "Where's my baby?" And he said, "She's upstairs with my sister." So his sister and her husband, they were upstairs. And so I ran up the stairs. I opened the room door. My baby was laying on the bed, and like they were just like standing there in front of her. And so I grabbed her and I ran back out of the house. So I went back home and I sat down on the couch and I was just holding her in my arms, and I was just like, "Lord, what is it?" I was like, "What is it?" And then her grandmother came, bust through my door. Well, my door was already open, so she came and walked in, and she was like, we had a few words or whatever. And so while I was talking to her, my baby went limp, and she started screaming. At first, I didn't notice it, so because I was looking at her, talking to her, and she just started screaming. And so I looked at my baby, and right then, I don't know what came over me. I told her, I said, "Get out of my house." And I started administering mouth to mouth resuscitation. Like for babies, you have to put your mouth over their nose and their mouth at the same time. So I just breathed, like 5 times, and I just breathed really hard. And I breathed really hard, and she coughed. She was like, and she started screaming, and she was crying like, "Yeah." And so by that time, I'm just sitting there, and her dad came running through the door, and she was like, "Oh, that baby stopped breathing, that baby died, that baby stopped breathing," or whatever. And I was like, "Y'all hush and y'all get out of my house." And so then the ambulance came, and so the paramedics came and checked her out and everything. And they was like, "Oh, she's okay." And they was like, "Good thing, you were holding her, when she stopped breathing, because they was like, she, babies, do that." Like he said, could have been SIDS or whatever. He said, "But good thing, you were holding her." And he was like, "But her breathing is regular, her heartbeat is regular." And he was like, "Everything is okay." And they left.
Okay, so after that, you noticed something different in the baby,
Yes.
and that's what we're. So, what did you notice different?
I mean, it was just the way she, like the way she would like respond, like how she looked, and like her eyes, got bigger and like were maybe more wider or whatever. And it was just she started looking a little different or whatever.
Mm-hmm. And so she was, how old was she?
I'm gonna say maybe about maybe 3, 4 months.
Okay, so you would know the difference in your baby from the beginning till now, um, that
Yeah.
it's like something else, what you told me, like it was your child, but it wasn't your child.
Yeah, like I don't know. As she was growing up as a little girl, she was a little extra, you
Mm.
know,
So
and
she
she
was
was
able,
different.
right? She was able to, after that, and growing up, she was able to see certain things, right?
Yes, she sees spirits and things like that. And child, she just sees stuff, and she sleeps with her room door closed. She doesn't like to sleep with her room door open because she said it was somebody standing at her room door. Here, explain to me again how it went.
But the
How
thing is,
did?
that's we're waiting for her. The thing is, that's actually a high spirit journey that she's on. So if she's got that ability to see the spirit world, which is more real than the 3D world that we're in,
Right,
she's a very powerful light. She just
right.
has to be guided that way. And she's just, she's pretty, she's a teenager now. But
14.
mhm.
Can you play what you saw when you the first time here?
Uh, the first time I saw it, I was in my room and I was laying down, and I felt like somebody was watching me. And I looked at my door and I saw this white shadowy thing in the top corner of my door. And when I looked at it, it hid. And every time I would look at my door, it would hide, like it was playing hide and go seek. And
Mhm.
then when I had hid under my covers, and then I had fell asleep, and I woke up and I had closed my door, because at first I was scared to get up, so I had
Mhm.
to.
That
I
was
was.
one of them. I remember the one where the tree, you saw spirit in the tree too.
Mhm.
Remember that one? Explain that one.
Um, I was sitting in the car with my mama, and she was praying, and I looked to the side of me, and I saw this big thing in the tree. It was dark and gray. I just saw it sitting in the tree, swinging his legs,
Mm.
and it was not like it had a it had a figure, but it was just dark and gray and swinging his legs.
Mhm. So these abilities that you have, they are actually spiritual abilities, and it's nothing to be really afraid of, you know. As we dig deeper into the life of who we are spirits, and that's energies. The gray one may be a little bit the shows that your ability, that's your psyche, is able to discern and be able to see these spirits, because most of us would like that opportunity, trust me. And you're able to, so you are got a high mission. You just need to definitely now be guided into that mission. And don't be afraid, because they don't necessarily have to speak to you out loud. They could speak to you telepathically, and you have that ability. You just need to, so don't be afraid of it. Just um just if it's negative, this is the thing, if it's a negative energy, everything that in this universe has, you have the power to tell them. If you feel that they are negative, all you got to do is tell it, you got to go, and they have to go when you give them that authority. So, so when a negative energy comes like that gray one, all you got to do is, you need to leave, and they have to leave you. The white one is usually one of the archangels. So that one is protecting you from anything. You know what I mean? So you have that ability, and you're actually on a really great path. You just have to tap into it more. So we need to chat a little bit more off of this chat so that we could be able to help guide you, because you could be able to guide a whole lot of people. And that's a good thing. And your heart is already a big heart. So, and I know from your mom that is definitely going to be a big heart. So thanks for sharing that information so that we could be able to help who we can help. That's awesome.
And something kept scaring the cat up in the tree.
Right. I remember the cat, the cat stayed up there for a couple of days, right?
Oh, almost a week, and I was calling the fire station like almost every other day. They was coming out with ladders, and they was trying to get the cat out of the tree. And the more they would call it, the further up the cat would go up the tree.
Wow.
And so one day, our cousin was here from Atlanta and outside in the yard, you know what I'm saying, talking, running around, playing outside in the yard. And they was talking to the cat, and they was like, come down, come down. And she just fell out of the tree.
Mm. Wow.
She jumped to y'all say, or did she jumped but she fell she fell and hit the ground. She jumped to them or whatever. So, but I mean, the cat wouldn't come to the firefighters or nothing. I was like, what is going on? Like, I was out there calling and crying, putting food at the bottom of the tree, everything. She just would not come down out of that tree. It was weird.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's so weird. But
Now,
yeah.
before you go, right? We're gonna close out, right? Again, I want to thank my friend for her and her daughter talking with us all tonight. That was a good chat for everybody. Like I said, welcome to Twin Flame 1111 Talk, and good night. Peace out, everybody. Much love. Thanks for watching Twin Flame 1111. And I would like to hear from you on how your journey is shaping out. So please, if you can, leave a comment below and let me know where you're tuning in from. That's always great to know. If you like this video, please hit the like button and share with others. Also, if you haven't subscribed and would like to hear more on the love of us all and our journey, hit the subscribe button below and the bell. Much love always.